Hello everyone, it's Hillary of Creative Faith, and today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of my Traveler's Notebook. This was from a project I started last summer of 2017, and I realized that I never did a flip through of the final product. And so this is a totally, completely free 11-week class on the fruit of the Spirit, and I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can check it out. I have all of the devotions and images that you guys can download and use for free on my blog. So I have like a category called Producing Me, and so you can go there and then upload and print each week. So I'm just going to do a flip through. This is just a plain craft traveler's notebook that I got online. If I can find a similar link, I'll put that in the description below. And this is where I documented all of the weeks from last summer. And so on the front, I used vellum and some paint to create the title. And I also have a playlist on my YouTube channel that I'll also put in the link below so you guys can check out all the process videos, because I did one every week walking through all these pages. So for the opening, I have a goal list for what my goals were for last summer, and I have kind of my title page. And then this is in Spanish and English. And so I wrote out the main verse in Galatians 5:22 through 23 in Spanish, and this is using the napkin technique. And then I have different devotions. So each week I had a devotion. This is the introduction, and I had a little vellum tip in. And I used so many different things: stamps, stickers, watercolor, pens. And so I did every other page English and Spanish. And I had so much fun collecting a whole bunch of different fruit-themed things from last summer. This is a note card from the Target Dollar Spot. And so some weeks I would have a title page where I would write out a prayer for that topic. So the first fruit listed is love, and love is the key. And so all of like this, the strawberry and the key and the tab, all of these were freebies and still are, that you guys can print and download. So not just for this study, but for all studies. And here's a quote from Laura Casey about growing slow. And here it is in Spanish. I have a fun little heart. And these little kind of word strips are also available to download for free. This title starter, these were a different freebie, my free Scrabble letters, and I'll put a link in the description below for you guys to check that out. So I kind of incorporated lots of different things. So this week was all about joy. And the banana and the tab, and each week I also had like going deeper questions for you guys to think about and reflect on, and so that's what I journaled on the other side. This background I used bananas, and I stamped with bananas. So it kind of gave it a cool texture. And again, these are the freebie letters that I have on my blog that you guys can download too. And then week 4 is all about peace. And this is an image from a coloring book I got from Target. So this little amen sticker and the watermelon tab, all freebies that you guys can download and check out. And this was just such a fun, it was a hard, like a very time-consuming project, but it was so much fun to put together. And it's just a great resource that you guys can pull from for a ton of free Bible journaling resources. So with patience, the theme was kind of driving and having patience on the road. I have a little acronym for the word pear, because each week I also had a fruit, like I matched up a fruit. So week 6 was pineapples for kindness. And so I used lots of tip-ins and stickers, and I used a lot of vellum printables. This week talked a lot about bees and be kind. We named her Belinda. So this is just such a cool project that I spent a lot of time doing, but I love being able to bless you guys with lots of freebies. And this piece actually pulls out, which is kind of cool. And yeah, it was just a really neat project, and neat to see how God totally helped me pull it off. And for this week I called it the Black Pen Challenge, and so I only used the printables and a black pen to really kind of challenge us to think about how we don't need a ton of Bible journaling supplies to create something beautiful. Oh, and I forgot to doing that title. And this week was all about gentleness. So you have a really fun raspberry. And I used lots of tip-ins because I had lots of notes. And gentleness, we talked a lot about bears. And so I made that cute little bear. Then I also had some different collaborations. So for this week, my friend Angeline at Dots and Dust wrote the devotion. So it was neat to get to collaborate with other Christian creatives. This week was all about self-control. I love these aviator sunglasses that I made. And then I had some extra notes that I wanted to take later in the month, in September, after I had finished the study, so I could just stick that in. And this I used toilet paper to create kind of a confetti background, which was really fun. And then the end was all about fruit salad. I love this little tip-in, and so just kind of summarizing all the different things that I learned and studied. And kind of what I learned throughout this summer. And that is it. So I just wanted to do a flip through and remind you guys that I have so many freebies on my blog that you guys can check out and download. Be sure to also visit my Etsy store if you guys like my freebies, to kind of encourage me and help me keep Creative Faith going financially. And remember that God gives us all these fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. All we have to do is call on Him, and He will fill us with all of these wonderful things. So be sure to hit subscribe to the Creative Faith YouTube channel if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend who also loves Bible journaling freebies. Until the next video, bye guys!